Okay, so time for me to go to Syracuse. I have a couple things that I need to be doing for the Syracuse trip. Mainly grab my equipment, because equipment will not be provided for the shoot. But the equipment I plan on bringing is my flash and my trigger. And then I might bring one, I guess I'm gonna call it a flat light. I don't know how you wanna say it or look at it as, but something to put overhead and maybe use as an accent light on top of my flash. Who knows? And this is my fit for the day. Failed to mention yesterday that when I went to the post office, somebody requested photography services, so I sent them my business card, and yeah. And especially for somebody like me that doesn't have a car, it makes it known that, hey, I actually do work and I can walk around with it. Let me just do all this at the office. Okay, so let me show you guys the lights I'm about to be grabbing, even though I already pre-mentioned it. Gonna need this bad boy, as well as these, and I'm deciding between this or this. Don't know which one to go with. I mean, this is obviously looks a lot more bulkier. And I can actually squeeze this in. Oh my God, my nose. I can squeeze this into my bag here. I don't know, I'll let you know in a second. Yeah, I got like 30 minutes left before my bus takes off. The thing's around the corner, so it'll take me roughly 5 to 8 minutes to get there. Just want to say to my future self, I'm proud of you. This is something that you would not normally do. Not on like a regular basis, unless it was like something career driven or something passionate enough for you to make that trip to go out there. So definitely am proud of you. And I'm choosing the light on the left side of this video to take with me because the other one is a little bit bulky. We here. And it's all from photographers, schools and stuff. Why not? Syracuse, 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 Syracuse. Let me tell you my story that I experienced in Syracuse. Got there and I was like, all right, bet. So I'm gonna get a lift because I'm in Syracuse, but I'm not at the station yet. So I'm gonna get a lift, order my lift. Apparently my phone was glitching, so I couldn't get my lift at the destination I was at. It was literally like, I wanna say a block or two away. Roughly speaking, like 5 minutes away. But like, fuck it. I'll just walk over there because I ain't got the money, etc. Lady stops me and she goes, you know, they come here, they don't come over there. Like, I try to tell her about the whole pickup situation. She's like, that's weird, but if anything, they can come over here and pick you up. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll give it a try. But if anything, I'll just, walk over there. Then I decided to cancel that trip and then order another lift because I was afraid that it was gonna not get here and then the next thing that was gonna charge me anyway. So got that lift. Mind you, it is 6:15, 6:20 now. I'm like, shit, I'm late. The event started at 5:30. What am I gonna do? And I'm like, let me just pop in there and just like hop into everything like every other photographer. Got there, went inside, I see the DJ set up. Then I see balloons and I see this backdrop and I'm like, is this the photography space? And I ended up asking one security guy that was there. He was like, nah, I think they have like a party here, so you might want to try next door. I'm like, makes sense, because that didn't look like, not saying it could have been, but it didn't look like it was photogenic area. But it was really nice. So I go next door. As soon as I stepped in the building, I was like, ah, this is where it's at. I'm like, okay. I like the warehouse look. I was like, I bet, warehouse, no. Stop playing. Like the warehouse look, and end up running into Asante. It's funny because my cousin's name is Asante. Cool photographer. Love to work with him again. I didn't per se work with him, but I would like to work with him because he's really cool. Like the personality, like the energy. And applause to Melly as well for both of them doing this entire amount because I really enjoyed myself. And I enjoyed myself because I was moving. And shout out to the people that see me move in the way that y'all see me move. And it wasn't because like, and I already told one person this, but it wasn't because I was like nervous or scared or anything like that nature. It was just, I'm really on a time crunch, and the last bus, I won't see another bus until the AM, and I'm not trying to stay here till the AM. That was that complication. So this was the last bus of the day to get me back here in Binghamton. But nonetheless, I still had a good time. I shot some interesting people I never thought I would shoot. Some people I didn't get a chance to shoot because of the fact that I left at 8:40. So roughly speaking, I only was there for 2 hours. And then people were like coming in around 7, which now I'm like not fighting, but I'm over here like, okay, let me go find this model to shoot with. Okay, how long do I want to stay on this model for? But then I have but then I had the first model I shot, she wanted me to guide her. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, I have no problem guiding you. It's the way my mind is set up. I have like these questionnaires that I ask them, which is, who do you like? What's your personality? What's your plan when doing these type of looks? And like, okay, I can give you these poses, but now I'm also now working without a mirror. Because usually the models that work with me, we always have a mirror to work with. Here, I have no mirror to work with. So now I'm like going back to square one, trying to shoot these models and make sure they look the way they look and know that they can trust me with these looks. So there was a lot of complications. And on top of that, I'm like, okay, there are a lot of people here that I want to shoot. So now I'm going in my head, how many shoots can I give said person a piece to get through every single person that I want to get? That didn't happen. There were people coming up to me like, yo, I want to shoot with you. I was like, right after I finish with this one. Right after I finished with that one. I was like, yo, now I want to talk to the photographers. And I said, for 2 photographers, I'm like, yo, you better get that shot. Get that shot, man. As soon as I said the phone, I'm like, I know that shit was money. So I was like, yo, there was people that I haven't really interacted with, but I knew from the distance, I was like, yo, I do want to shoot these people because I want to get as much as I can from this thing. So for me, this was me like jittery. This was me like, yo, let me shoot, let me get this right. And then on top of that, every time I had to switch between models, I have to think of, okay, it's a different background, different backdrop, the distance I have to readjust. Maybe I want to give this model a different look, a different mood. Then I have to figure out my setting because now you have a different skin tone than the last model. Then I gotta figure out my settings because I have to adjust my light, and when you adjust your light, you have to adjust the light accordingly because 5 feet to 6 feet can be completely different. Especially when you don't know exactly your placement, when you go from right to left, or maybe in your case left to right. I'm not sure how this video is gonna be turning out. Anywho, I had a good time. I got in contact with a few photographers. I have some models. What the hell am I gonna do with this information? I have no idea. Hopefully when I go back to Syracuse, we can all link, whether me or one of them or me and all of them, doesn't matter to me. Or maybe they have an event and they need extra photographer and I can pull up for that. Like, who knows? But I really had a good time. However, that being said, I got some Chinese food at the crib. I'll see you later. Time for me to go out of frame. You know what I should have done? I should have told people for funnies was like, yo, can you give me a like? Now I'm gonna walk away from you. If y'all know where that's from, like, comment, subscribe. Out of frame.